Hello everyone, welcome to day 15 of our 30 days of code. And in today's session, we will be building a sleek weather app. Although it is a static app, but as our session goes on in our subsequent days, we will make it more responsive and dynamic. So let's start creating our static weather app right about now. So I'm sharing my screen now. So I'm making use of VS Code. Very good. So I'm in my 30 days of code folder. So I'll just be creating a new folder for today. So that folder is going to be for day 15. So in our day 15 folder, I'll be creating a new file known as index.html. Great. So let's change the title to weather app. Weather app. Great. Nice. So the CSS will write in our style elements. Nice. So let's go to the body. But let me go live so that you can view the body in real time. Okay. Oh, sorry. Good. So now I want to create a div element, so that the weather app will be in a div. So, and I want it to have an heading. So the heading should be, let me pick my current state. So this weather app is going to represent the weather of Lagos currently. So I'm in Lagos, but before that, I'm in Lagos. But before that, let me add an emoji that shows the weather currently. No, not this. Let me go with this instead. Let me go with this. Good. So that'll be for the H2. Now let me create another div. So this will be like div in div. Another div. And I want this to contain the current temperature. And the current temperature in Lagos right about now is 29 degrees Celsius. So 29 degrees Celsius. Let me get a degree Celsius. Great. Wait. So this is a temperature. So let me give it a class of temp. Let me give it a class of temp. So this, let me give it a class of card. So this is the weather card, class of card. So after this, let's have a paragraph that will display the details concerning the weather. So this, since this is 29 degrees Celsius, that means it is partly sunny or partly cloudy. Okay, good. So our HTML is ready, and you can see it in our web page. So let's start designing it using the CSS. So then I have to go to my style, and the first thing I want to add is the body. So I want to the display, I want it to be flex. Display should be flex. Then horizontally, I want to move everything to the center. So that should be justify content center. So it is now at the center horizontally. Vertically, I want to move it to the center. That will be align items center. But for this to reflect, we need to set a height. So that will be a height of 100 VH, which means the full screen. And I hope you can see the way the weather app is changing its position from the top. Now it is at the center. This is great. So another thing I want to do now is to add the background color to the body. So that the background color, let me make it light blue. Background color of light blue. Yeah, this looks great. So that's nice for that. So now another thing I want to style now is the card. Remember that the card contains the whole details of the weather app. So the first thing I want to change in the card is the background color. So I want the card to have a background color of white. So let me just make that FFF. Good. So you can see that my app information is at the edge. So in order for me to prevent this, I have to give it a padding so there can be a little bit of spacing in between the information and the body of the app. So that will be padding. So let's make the padding to REM. That's looks great. The edge is sharp. I want to make it curvy so it can be a little bit more attractive. That will be border radius. That will be border radius. So let's give it a border radius of 15 pixels. Good. So with a border radius of 15 pixels, you can see that the edge is now curved in nature. So the next thing I want to add now, I want to add some box shadow to it. Box shadow. So the box shadow vertically, let's make it 0. Horizontally, let's make it 8 pixels. And then how deep should it be? Let's make that 15 pixels. Great. So let's give it some colors, RGBA. So that should be 0, 0, 0. Then let's make this 0.9. Cool. Okay. So this is nice for this. So the next thing we want to add now is the temperature. So this is the temperature. This represents the temperature in the HTML. So the temperature, that's 29 degrees Celsius. Let's make it more bold than this. So for us to do that will be .temp. .temp. So let's make it the font size. The font size should be 2REM. 2REM. Good. So apart from being 2REM, let's give it a margin. So you can give it some spaces in between all this. So the margin should be 1REM. So the top and the bottom should have a margin of 1REM. Then the left and the right should have 0 margin. So with this, let's go back to our body. So in the body, I want to change the not the body. In the card, I want to change the font family. So font family, I want the font family should be sans serif. Font family should be sans serif. And another thing I want to add is text align. I want the text to be aligned at the center. Very good. So we now have our weather app. So we have successfully designed our weather app using HTML and CSS only. Let me maximize this so you can see it very well. So this is our This is our weather app that indicates the state. Indicates the temperature and also gives some information about the weather of the state as of now. So thank you so much. That is all we have under our day 15. So in our subsequent sessions, we'll be building more sophisticated applications and web pages. Stay with us. Thank you for joining.